Ready to get us started, it's Cade York. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Winston Dotson, your connection there for the Commander first.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, Brandon, we could see that play developing, and they were hoping that he was going to be able to put a move on the first guy and turn it into a big play. But no such luck. The speed on defense continues to get better and better in the NFL. Pretty nice example there of those guys being able to run from their assignments and finish off that play.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Browns are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Chubb. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. They go up the middle with Chubb. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Watson off play action. And that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, Watson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. So they take a big, big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room?
Yeah.
Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, what's going on here? You owe us some explanations.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Wentz now to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
Wentz going to go on fourth down. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome.
Well, it doesn't take a whole lot of investigation to figure out why they're still sitting at 0 on the scoreboard, because their quarterback's got to wake up and start reading defense a heck of a lot better after throwing his second interception.
The Browns drive about to get started. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. No score after one on EA Sports. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Chubb on the counter. And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 37. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the 30 on 2nd down, Watson. They set up the screen to Chubb. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
2nd down and 3. Now Watson. Touchdown! Donovan Peoples-Jones. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. On play action, it's Wentz. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession of the football. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The slot man in motion right. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Throwing on third down, Watson. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to First Energy Stadium here in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Cade York set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Cleveland. This taken in at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's a throw off the scramble, and that's complete out left. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now, right at the 40. First carry for Raheem Mostert. A nice opening right away as he'll maneuver his way up to the 32-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Next to receivers, they'll spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And it'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Same exact result as last play, a pickup of 11. First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Here's Mostert. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. One more time with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Dolphins will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over at the 25. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They run it again with Chubb. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. After 7-0 on EA Sports. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 42 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They go with Chubb on second down, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. A give. This is Chubb, and he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there. 4th and 3. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. In motion goes the tight end. From the red zone now, Watson. Bryant has it. Touchdown, Browns. Harrison Bryant, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by York is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drop. They watched the other side just score, but remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level. Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Game clock at 2:01. Time for one final play before the 2-minute warning. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Now this time, Tua is going to throw it. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. Couple of Alabama guys there, Tua to Waddle for the Miami first.
When you're a player of his stature, You don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit.
Well, when he feels the pressure, naturally he likes going to his left, as most left-handed quarterbacks do. But this time he tries to let this go on the run, and it's going to wind up getting intercepted.
The Cleveland offense ready to go as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. After the interception, here's Watson. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. In motion comes the tight end left. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Room here to run. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Better than a 30-yard gain as we wind down towards 30 seconds left in the quarter. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down. Back to throw, Watson. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late. They're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's a handoff to Hunt running left. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. The tight end in motion right. They'll send the tight end in motion left. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say, those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
And the tight end goes in motion left. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. In motion, the tight end. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Faking the give. Now Watson. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here we go on 4th. Watson. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It was Jacob Phillips who was able to bring him down. A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more. This time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Jalen Waddle A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well moving the ball down the field.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On third down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And again, it's Chubb. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Handoff up the middle, Hunt. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Rolling to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take possession here at their own 33.
That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result.
And Mostert with a first down carry. Nice carry. Gets his way forward for a pickup of about 6 yards.
Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Able to avoid him at the 40. Look at those stick skills. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 12-yard line. It's a big play there for Miami. 49 yards. So they dig a little deeper in the playbook there, get the wide receiver the ball, running it, and it proves fruitful.
Love the call. When you've got a guy who has running back skills, you want him to touch the ball as well, not just out wide where you throw it to him. Make sure you hand it to him or toss it to him and let him go to work.
Watch out now. 52.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
Raheem Mostert
with his second touchdown of the night.
And the Dolphins get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over, and here a late turnover leads to a fourth quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Yeah, the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
It's Xavier Howard who brings him down from his corner position.
So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now on 2nd and 13, Watson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
If this offense can't get it done, they'll think back to just a few plays and say to themselves, this was a winnable game and we let it get away. Still a chance to save it, but time's definitely running out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
Watson to throw.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted. And that should do it.
Picked up by Noah Igbenogany. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 41.
For this defense, CD, that's kind of the icing on the cake here as we get to the end of this one.
And didn't you feel that they weren't just going into total prevent there? You know, they had the lead, and sometimes you fall back and you lose your aggressiveness. Not in this case. They were still making a play on the football, and look how that one turned out. They may have salted this one away.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And that is incomplete.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
A Miami 1st down on the 14-yard pickup. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Well, that last run for a first down, it really should be the last straw for the defense. I don't care how many they've had in the box. They need to add more people.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Well, clear running situation. Try to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they had shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from Cleveland.